Welcome back to another week of A Little Taste of Four Springs. And we're going to be doing a little song called Upside Down. Here we go. He's the king of the kingdom, upside down. If you want to go up, you got to go down. To be the greatest, learn to be the least. Living in the kingdom, upside down, upside down. He's the king of the kingdom, upside down. If you want to go up, you got to go down. To be the greatest, learn to be the least. Living in the kingdom, upside down, upside down. If you want to serve God, prove that you're a friend. It's not always easy, you've got to take a stand. Here for the lonely, defend those who are weak. When somebody hurts you, turn the other cheek. Turn the other cheek. He's the king of the kingdom, upside down. If you want to go up, you got to go down. To be the greatest, learn to be the least. Living in the kingdom, upside down, upside down. If you want to serve God, prove that you're a friend. It's not always easy, you've got to take a stand. Here for the lonely, defend those who are weak. When somebody hurts you, turn the other cheek. Turn the other cheek. He's the king of the kingdom, upside down. If you want to go up, you got to go down. To be the greatest, learn to be the least. Living in the kingdom, upside down, upside down, upside down, upside down.
So this week at camp, we've been talking about how to be strong and courageous in different areas of our lives. One area where it's difficult to be strong and courageous is when life is hard, when life is difficult. In John 16:33, it says, "I have said these things to you, that in me you may have peace. In the world you will have tribulation, but take heart, I have overcome the world." That is great news. That God has overcome the world. He is in control. But at the same time in this verse, it says, you will have tribulation. You will have trouble. At some point, we are going to experience trouble in our life. And there's no escaping it. King David had trouble throughout his entire life. And when David was depressed and in those dark times, he would often write. And he would write, and that's where we get the book of Psalms. We're going to focus today on Psalm 23, specifically verse 4. It says, "Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For you are with me, your rod and your staff, they comfort me." This verse could also be translated as the valley of deep darkness. The passage assumes that we are going to go through hard times in our lives. You might not have experienced it yet in your life, but at some point, we're all going to experience it. But it goes on to say in that verse that we will fear no evil during those times. Well, how? How do we fear no evil during the time of deep darkness? Well, God answers it here in these verses. It says, "For you are with me." God's presence, God is with us. He knows us. He knows us by name. He knows our feelings. He knows everything about us. And God has promised to never leave us. Joshua 1:5 says, "No man shall be able to stand before you all the days of your life. Just as I was with Moses, so I will be with you. I will never leave you or forsake you." God is with us at all times, even during the darkest times of our lives. We may think that He has abandoned us, but it's not true. God is always with us. The second way that we can fear no evil is through God's comfort. It says, "For you are with me, your rod and staff, they comfort me." In this passage, David is talking about a shepherd. And a shepherd would often carry a rod and a staff. A rod would be about 18 to 24 inches long. It looks like a club. It may have spikes on the end so that the shepherd can fend off any prey that would come to attack. Just like a shepherd is protecting his sheep, God has promised to protect us. The second way we can see God's comfort is through the shepherd's staff. The shepherd's staff is that long walking stick with the hook at the top. And the reason the hook is there is so that when the sheep go off and they go off the path and they're going astray, the shepherd can reach out and hook it by the neck and bring it back on the right path. God is going to guide us through these times. He's going to make sure that we are on the right path. And so next time you're in a dark spot in your life and you're experiencing trouble, just remember that God is with us, God is going to protect us, and God is going to guide you. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you back here next year.